I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This video series, which is part of my online music academy, specifically accompanies Note Reading Book 3 from my Method book series. Like all my books, this selection is available to purchase through Amazon and Google Play. For help, see the links in the description below. In the videos which are part of this specific course, I progress through the lessons in Note Reading Book 3, explaining and demonstrating concepts and playing each of the songs and exercises contained therein, so you can hear how they sound and play them right along with me. You are of course welcome to view these videos with or without the book, but with the book you can work through all the songs and exercises, and in the process come to know the entire fretboard and master the skill of playing written notes all along the neck. Alright, let's get to jamming in this lesson. Dr. Kristen Bromley, welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here. These videos in this playlist go with Note Reading Book 3. This is an exciting book to take on. It's an exciting course of study. It's an advanced course of study, as you're going to be mastering the entire neck, learning where all the notes are along the neck and how to read notes, melodies, complex exercises all over the neck, which is such an exciting skill to take on. Very few guitarists really master this skill, so congratulations on pursuing this course. In these lessons, each video lesson has a number that matches the lesson in the book that it goes with. So lesson 1 goes with lesson 1, lesson 2 goes with lesson 2. As you get started, you're going to first learn a scale system and how to read within that scale system. You're going to work in the key of C all over the neck, and you'll first start with just single octaves, and then you'll get into positions that go into multiple octaves or partial octaves on the sides of that single octave, all in the key of C. Once you get through the key of C, then you'll also look at A minor, which is a relative key to C major. So you'll learn to read all over the neck without any sharps and flats. And then as the book progresses, you start to get into other keys, and it'll go through the key of G major, which has 1 sharp, and then compare that in the next lesson to G flat major, which has some similarities when we're actually reading up on the neck, even though the key of G flat major has 6 flats. So 1 sharp, 6 flats sounds like that's really distant, but on the guitar, when you're reading up here on the neck, it's actually pretty much the same thing, only we're in 1 position lower. So as you proceed from there, then you'll look at 2 sharps, and which is the key of D. And of course, in each of these keys, you're also looking at the relative minors. But with D major, 2 sharps, and then you look at D flat major. And again, those two are closely related when we're actually reading up here on the neck. And then you go on to 3 sharps A, and we can then alternatively look at A flat major as well. And then the book goes through flat keys. So you start in F, and then alternatively look at F sharp major, and then look at B flat major, which has 2 flats, then look at B major, and then E flat major, and then E major in comparison to that. In all those keys, each one of those lessons, you actually explore the single octaves, and then the relative minor, and then the positions all along the neck. So in a way, you do what we did in the first 10 lessons of the book in 1 lesson for each of those keys. And once you get into that, you can actually think, oh, I need to work on such and such key, and just jump to that lesson. You don't actually have to progress through lesson by lesson, or you can progress through lesson by lesson. And once you get into those, you could also skip around a little bit more, skip over if you decide, oh, I just want to work G major, skip over the key of G flat major, skip on to 2 sharps. So you can do where you just go key with 1 sharp, then keys with 2 sharps, then keys with 3 sharps, and then do the flats, and then go back and explore the other keys, sort of fill in the gaps if you want to. So once you get into the back part, you can just kind of use it a little bit more how you'd like to, or you can continue to progress through it as is designed, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on. But lessons 1 through 10 need to be progressed as is, 1 through 10. The other thing to know is in each lesson, and 1 through 10. There's exercises that start out very simple with the rhythm and even with the melodic content. And then as you progress through the lesson, it gets more and more complicated. You actually can skip the complicated ones at the end. This book is designed to even help someone like me who's been reading a lot. I could totally boost my reading skills by working through this book, just depending on the tempo that I throw something at. And so you can work on, if you're new to this, work on the first few exercises. Leave the last couple, 3, even 4 in each one alone. Just work on the melodies and the simpler exercises until you feel comfortable. Then you come back and work on those exercises with more complex rhythms later. So you can kind of progress, keep pushing yourself to learn the notes. It's always okay to go back and redo. Also, when reading notes, a little bit of time every day or a little bit of time kind of consistently throughout the weeks is going to help you a lot more. It's really a left-brained activity. So the more often that we do it, the more it just stays under our fingers and in our mind and makes it just easier and easier and easier. Actually, shooting the videos for this book, I felt like by the end I had gotten so much better at note reading because I had to do it so consistently for so many days that it was just sort of ingrained even more than it usually is with me just reading music, because I'd had to work those exercises by the end. So it helps dust off that rust. It helps keep that rust off when we work on it frequently. There's also, towards the end of the book, there's a lesson on transposing octaves, which is something we sometimes have to do with guitar music. And there's a lesson on reading a lot of chromatic music, which is also sometimes something we do with certain styles. So lots of great things with this book. This book will take you through, give you a systematic way to approach the neck and reading notes, and help you master not only knowing the notes, knowing where the notes are for each major key and each relative minor key, but also just having a system that works with the brain and processes how we can read notes and master reading written notation and master the neck all at the same time. So really great thing to do. It's a way to push the advanced skill on guitar. So I commend you for it. I hope you'll have fun, and we'll see you in those lessons. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For help with other guitar playing skills, check out more of my method books and the numerous lessons available as part of my online academy here on YouTube. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.